associate editor at Ultimate Motorcycling Magazine. And we're here in Ecuador. Well, first off, we 8 days of riding, all types of riding, and we probably did a little bit more hardcore riding than I think your average customers would do. But we did everything, and I think I actually kind of told you, it's like being in Miami, riding to LA, and then riding to Hawaii if that's possible, within just a few hours with all the different terrain changes, climate changes, people changes, cultural changes. So it was just really, really amazing. The route that we took was kind of all over the place, right? We started in the Andes, went down to the Amazon, back up to the Andes, crossed the border to Colombia, which, by the way, was anxiety-provoking but absolutely safe.
Exactly.
And a really cool experience too, and beautiful people up there.
Then we rode down with the Equator Loop, and we visited Equator Crater Lake. And we got some good pictures there.
Amazing pictures there. And that's where Mother Nature really did kind of work out for us, because it was sunny and the water was really emerald green.
And into the Chimborazo National Wildlife Reserve, which is a completely different terrain. Right?
Yeah, I mean, that is high desert to the extreme, because we were at what, 13,000 feet?
No, 14.5.
14.5 through there. And all of a sudden, it's like a Mars or a lunarscape, really, with some vegetation, and then the vicuñas, right? Vicuña, which was really cool looking, all over the place. At first, I saw one. I'm like, oh, we need to get a picture. All of a sudden, we see herds of them.
We went to the treehouse.
Right.
Tell me about the treehouse.
Yeah. So the treehouse, I guess you had heard of it. We made our way up to the treehouse area, and it's got this swing. It's like a swing that goes over this huge chasm in the canyon. And from behind, it looks really, really scary, because you've just got these two ropes supporting you. And in person, it wasn't as scary. There's a little bit of a grassy slope there. I think I would have survived if I fell off the swing, but nonetheless, it was pretty cool.
All right. And then in the morning, we got up and had a good breakfast. Got our boat all arranged. Got the bikes put in the boat, which was something.
So that's almost, I mean, that's something I've really been looking forward to. And I've told a bunch of people, like, you've done everything on a motorcycle when you put them in a canoe and take them down the Rio Napo in the Amazon. That was really, really amazing.
Then you saw the water spin one direction and the other direction.
Right, so I went to the equator. So that is true. I have to say I was a bit of a doubter before that. So the water went straight over the equator. The water dumped out of a water basin, went straight down, no swirling. To the left or the north side, it went counterclockwise, and then on the other side, kind of the Australian side, then it went clockwise.
Yeah.
So I couldn't believe it. Bike-wise, we took 2 Huskies and a BMW, and the Husky Terra, which I actually tested before in Spain at the worldwide media launch for the Husky Terra, is a perfect bike for here.
Yeah.
And it ran beautifully. I think at 15,500 feet, our bodies don't run very well either, let alone bikes.
Yeah.
But that's just the perfect bike around here. So I really had a blast doing that. I think there are a lot of highlights. I think I mentioned one, the people, and actually, watching Sylvain speak to all the different people and all the different towns, and just, once you speak to them, they just light up. And that's something that I don't typically do, so it's great to see someone else do it, and then it's infectious, and then everyone starts doing it. So it really felt welcome. Actually getting gas, searching for gas in town is a lot of fun, because you're actually meeting the people, and you're knocking on doors and pouring gas out of jugs, and that's just something that we don't do in the States, right?
Yeah.
The ride itself was just amazing. The vistas and the views, you really kind of become almost desensitized, I think, at some point, because how many beautiful views can you take in one day? And snow, I didn't expect to be, snowed on at elevation. We're at the equator.
Yeah.
So I was trying to think, go around the globe, which other countries have really huge mountains that lie on the equator? You mentioned Kenya, but anyhow, none came to mind for me, and just an amazing country. I was kind of thinking, why have I not? Well, first off, I would say the hardest part is making the decision to come, get off the couch, and get down here. Once you're here, and once you've mentally committed to go, everything else is the easy part. Gear-wise, bring rain gear, bring vented gear, bring a camera with lots of memory, bring a power strips, because not all hotels has a million outlets to charge all of your goodies. The first thing that came to mind was just the diversity of terrain, and diversity of climates, and diversity of people. I've never been exposed to that in thousands and thousands of miles of adventure riding. I've never been exposed to it in such a small microcosm as Ecuador. That was impression number one. And impression number two is I don't have enough mental hard drive space to take it in all in one ride. So that's why there's a lot left undiscovered here for me. I know it's way more than 10 words, but just gorgeous.
Well, that's good. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. It's an absolute blast. I'll be back.
All right,
you haven't seen the last of me.